Hello, it is a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me for another Abs 30 workout. My name is Emily. Today you will just need a mat, some water, and that's it. Again, we're gonna have 3 circuits of 3 moves, 40 seconds each move, a few seconds to transition. You repeat those 3 moves 3 times as well. For a full 30-minute workout, I encourage you to check out our other videos and do a warm-up before this video and a cool down or stretching portion after. Let's get going. First things first, we come into a supine laying down position, tabletop with our knees, so knees over those hips, ankles in line with our knees, eyes up at the sky. We exhale as we crunch and lift our chest up towards the sky and then drop 1 or 2 feet down towards the ground. Notice my knees stay bent at 90 degrees the whole time. And then you lower that upper body down towards the ground. So back and forth, you lift up into a crunch, lower a foot down, lower that chest. You are doing great. Again, this is our crunch with bent leg lowers. So take your time with this. It requires a lot of control. You can also separate these 2 moves, do a few crunches with that tabletop leg formation, and then a few bent leg lowers. Just 1 or 2 more reps, and then give yourself a big hug. We transition right into that next move. Ankles are over those hips, or you can come into that tabletop position. We're doing full double leg lowers here, adding a V formation with those legs. So lower back is touching the ground, inhaling as you lower your legs towards the floor, exhale as they come back up towards that starting position. Bracing that core, bracing your quadriceps and your thighs. Inner thighs are working as well to pull those legs back in towards the middle. Let's just keep in mind that the straighter your legs are and the closer your heels come to the ground, the tougher this move is going to be. So modify and change up the exercise as feels comfortable for you. Maybe your feet stay up a little bit higher or knees slightly bent. Nice job. All right, let's flip over into a high push-up position. Wrists are under our shoulders right here. Hips are nice and stable. We bring 1 foot forward towards the outside of each hand. Ideally, our heel is coming down towards the ground. If that does not feel comfortable for you, you can just bring your foot closer, about halfway, or hold a plank position, knees on the ground. Another option, knee comes towards that elbow, feeling that oblique working hard. You can add more cardio by increasing that pace, bracing that core. Nice. A couple seconds left. Let's go, Abs 30. You got this. 5, 4, wherever you are, hold this. 3, 2, and 1. Knees come out wide, toes together. Sink those hips back into your child's pose for a moment. Then we start back up at the beginning. Let's come onto our back into our crunch with that bent leg lower. Here you can pause the video and go through the exercises on your own, or rewind and restart the circuit. Take a 1-minute break in between circuits. Moving into circuit number 2 here, we have a sit-up and a punch. I like to call it crunch and punch, but we're really doing a full sit-up, big exhale, and then arm comes across our body, and we reach up tall for that punch. We are getting some transverse, some diagonal crunch action in that core. Really exhaling on that punch. Feel free to add a couple extra punches if you like. Try to alternate what hand starts with that punch, just in case we're crunching a little bit deeper on that first or second punch. Awesome. To help stabilize your sit-up, you can have your feet underneath a couch or something similar, or maybe a partner can help stabilize at your ankles. Make sure you avoid punching them though. Another option is to have a dumbbell or piece of equipment in between the arches of your feet that you gently squeeze together. Coming into a single leg lower with a reverse crunch. So hands come into a little triangle underneath those glutes if that feels comfortable. 1 heel drops towards the ground. Control it, don't let it quite touch the ground. And then exhale, engage that abdomen. Push those toes up towards the sky. Just a tiny, tiny movement for that reverse crunch. Here we're trying to avoid momentum as we lift those hips up towards the sky and then lower that foot down. Inhale, lower 1 foot down. Exhale, bring it back up. Big exhale and squeeze up towards the sky. Option to do double leg lowers or just focus on that reverse crunch since we are doing a bunch of different leg lower sequences during this class today. Wherever you are, you got this, Abs 30. Keep it up for 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a big hug, knees into that chest. It is time for that classic mountain climber. So wrists are under our shoulders, push that mat away from you. We find strength through that whole body. One knee comes up towards that chest. Control this. Make sure our hips don't lift up or sag down towards the ground. So exhale as we crunch, and you can pick up that pace gradually as feels comfortable for you, or focus on going slower but crunching that core. Faster does not always equate to better, folks, but keep it up. We learn to rest, not to quit. You have less than 20 seconds right here. Keep moving, keep breathing. You got this. We are right there with you. Pretend that you are quickly climbing, scrambling up a mountain. At the top of that mountain is one of your favorite people in the world, and you are anxious to see them. Let's climb, climb, climb for 3, 2, and 1. Repeat that circuit 2 more times and meet us here for circuit number 3. One arm extended, one hand behind that head. That side crunches up and the opposite knee comes up towards that shoulder. Try not to pull at your neck. Elbow stays out wide. Nice. Big exhale as you crunch. The hand on the floor is just there to support you. Try not to push off of it. Good. During the next round, make sure to do the other side. And for round 3, switch about halfway, so 20 seconds each side of the body. Awesome. A couple seconds left. Let's push it. Push it. 3, 2, and 1. Moving into our final plank of the day. Coming onto our forearms, elbows under those shoulders. Feet come out wide, lifting up through that core. Hips in line with that upper body. We add some hip dips here. One hip coming down towards the mat, not quite touching, rotating to the other side. Move as fast or as slow as feel comfortable for you. Try not to look at your belly button here. Instead, looking at those hands or a couple of inches in front of you to make sure your neck stays in line with that spine. You can bring your feet in towards the middle. It's a little tougher to balance, but you can increase that range of motion. You're hitting those obliques here. Keep it up. You got this. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. For our final move of this circuit and of the day, we're coming onto our stomach for some prone lifts and that overhead arm extension. So we're relaxing that lower body, relaxing those toes down. We lift our chest up 1 or 2 inches off the ground. Extend those arms overhead, reach, then pull those arms backwards, and then lower our chest back down towards the ground. Hands come back to reframe that face every single time before you lower back down towards that mat. Option to modify this, keep your hands on the mat and just gently lift your chest up a few inches, lower back down, avoiding putting pressure on those hands though, so just focus on that lower back here. Again, you can pause the video or rewind and repeat. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was awesome to be here with you. I hope you enjoyed and your core got a good workout. If you're looking for more content, check out the rest of our YouTube channel, our Instagram at NU Campus Rec, and our Campus Recreation website. I'll see you next time, and great job!